I'm just really nervous right now. My name's Brian, and I'm a grateful recovered addict. My sobriety date is April 23rd, 2022. There's a couple things I want to say, but I remember when I walked into the rehab. The first meeting that we had to go to, right? And I walk in, and there's a whole bunch of chairs around the room like this, and on the wall was the 12 Steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I walked right up to it and started looking at it and said, I ain't doing that shit. Straight up myself. I was like, no, I'm just going to get through rehab. I'm going to come out, and I'm going to show everybody that I'm clean. Like, I'm not going to use this again. I'm good, because that's who I was. I would just tell stories to everybody my entire life just to make myself look better. Just to make sure the outcomes would come out in my favor. I was never, ever honest with myself. But this is where God starts working in me. I went through a couple sponsors early on when I got out. I found this one gentleman, and now that I realize, I used to say, well, I'm glad you came into my life, and now I'm glad God put him in my life. And he was my first true sponsor that got me through the 12 Steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. He was so passionate about this program, and I was wondering why he was so passionate. I mean, I'm like, what's this all about? God, I can remember sitting down the first time with him, and there was this light on in his eyes. I felt this light, and it was God. God needed somebody this strong to deal with my brokenness, because I was just broken to the core. I had no idea what I was doing, and so we're doing the steps took about 6 months to do the steps because I fought it everybody. Of course, I knew it all coming out. I didn't need anybody. As long as I didn't use, I was good, and that's the lie that I would tell myself. But finally, after doing a fourth step and writing that fourth step out and doing the fifth step with my sponsors, when I truly found out who I really was. I was lying, manipulating, cheating, and I was just a miserable person. But I was great to be around. I mean, this is all on the inside. I mean, I would tell myself enough lies to make everything be okay. I would tell lies yesterday, and I'm trying to live out the lies the next day, and I couldn't remember what I did. And people would catch me, and I'm like, I didn't say that. Just like that was me. God knows now that it's such a better life when you're just being honest and open with every single person you meet. It's a true gift that God has given me. First, he takes away the phenomenon of craving. So grateful for that. I no longer think, hey, that would be good if I just put a needle in my arm. That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, everything will be fine. I'll be good. But I know who I am. See, I have 2 sobriety dates. February 2nd, 1985 was my first sobriety date. My second one is April 23rd, 2022. So there was 33 years of not using, but I wasn't connected with God in those years. And it led me to use again. And the only reason I'm sober today is because of my relationship with God. That is it. It's solely with that. And I struggle with the Jesus thing sometimes. I got baptized last summer, started going to Journey the year before that. It's like God's got me on his year programs. Like once a year, he puts something really big in me, and I feel this purpose, and I go do it. And I met this beautiful woman, and our first conversation we ever had was about God. And I'll never forget that. And she had this light on in her eyes, and you can see the light when you're talking with somebody that God's in there, and he's speaking through them to you. I didn't see it then, but it took me about 8 months to finally, actually ask her out, but but today, and the reason and how I got to this strength and recovery meeting is I used to go to more than just alcohol. There was a Friday and a Sunday meeting, and I guess the changings of the church, and they ended up canceling the Sunday meeting, which was my go-to. I never missed. I was the coffee guy, I was the setup guy. That was my meeting. It was my meeting, right? The selfishness, the addict in my head, the selfishness, right? That was my meeting. Why are you canceling mine? Oh, I'm screaming at everybody. No. Anyway, So I sulked and I had resentment for about a month, and I'm like, man, I gotta do something, because I'm starting to get real irritable if I wasn't going to meetings. And I opened my app up, oh, what's this strength and recovery meeting? So I went, and haven't looked back ever since. I got a sponsor, Mr. James over here. I appreciate you, bro. We gotta get back on to work, man. It's my fault. We gotta get back on. So he's taking me through this 12 steps with the biblical principles. And God, I'm just grateful for y'all being here. Thank you.